To be honest, it was really dark times, you know, and yeah, I thought about quitting so many times.
Enzo Lopes, I am so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for making time for us. World Supercross is coming up, and it's been quite a journey for you to get here because you had what was potentially a career-ending injury, but you fought back from it. Can you update us to what happened?
First of all, thank you for having me here. And yeah, it's been a crazy journey, you know, from last year racing in England with a popped out shoulder and having surgery and then getting on the new team and then going through my, well, I wouldn't say injury, it was a procedure that went wrong, you know, my arm with the botox. Couldn't move my fingers for, I don't know, like 2 weeks, and then lost my strength after that even. And yeah, the journey to get back, it's been almost 12 months, almost a year now, you know, and I still am not 100%, and I don't think I'll ever will be 100%, but I would say I'm like at 80, 85, and I think I can battle for wins. That's why I'm here today doing this interview, because I know I can win still.
Yeah, so you only have 70 to 80% strength in your right thumb and index finger?
Yes, correct. And middle finger, yes. Basically like the medium nerve, you know, so yeah, 70, 80%.
Yeah, difficult when you're trying to give it gas and also grab the front brake.
Yes, but 70 to 80 for me now, it's a win, you know, from what it was after I got the procedure done. It was, to be honest, it was really dark times, you know, and I was living on my own in the US and going through all that, you know, going to the track and not being able to ride, and then leaving the track on my car and then just crying alone, you know, because I'm super emotional, you know. Thought about quitting so many times, but then it kept getting a little bit bad, and then you always see like the light at the end of the tunnel. So to be here today and, you know, to have the opportunity to race, it's super cool.
With your procedure, I'm assuming that you're talking about when you received Botox?
Yes, correct. So basically it was a team decision and my decision, because I was riding super good at the time, and but I was having a few issues here and there. Some days were good, some days weren't quite there, and we decided to go there because basically other guys from the teams and from the team and from other teams, you know, also did the same thing, and then in 2 weeks everyone would be completely fine. And I never thought that for me it would take, you know, a whole year to be 80%, you know. So yeah, we tried to do the right thing and it went wrong, you know. It was just a nightmare, but yeah, it's part of it, I guess.
What's the thought process with having Botox injected into your forearms?
The process now, it's for basically arm pump. It's a new procedure. Like you can see, I have the scars. This is from the old arm pump surgery they used to do, where they would cut and they remove the fascia, you know, for the muscle to breathe. But with new studies, they say that with the Botox, it relaxes the muscles, and then you would be fine super quick, you know, where the surgery takes more time. So that's why we did that in the first place, you know, because of the recovery time. But then, to be honest, I don't know what happened with mine.
Did you try the Botox first and then have the surgery, or you
No,
had
no,
the
the
surgery?
surgery was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then it was fine for that time, and it kept, and then with time, the fascia comes back, I think. So some day, like I said, some days were better, some days weren't quite there, and then we decided to do that because it was supposed to be super easy, you know, and yeah, it wasn't good at all.
Are you the only one that's had a reaction like this?
Yes, I was the only one, and the story is after the procedure, I went back there, I went to all different types of doctors, and no one to this day can figure out like what happened or what my issue is, you know, to not have my strength back, because Botox should wear off in like 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
And it wasn't like a big dose, so like I went back to the doctor, different doctors in Brazil, New York, and no one could find an answer. So it's hard for yourself and mentally, you know, to not know what you have.
And you mentioned that you had some really dark times there. Were you were totally by yourself?
Yes, correct, yes.
Enzo.
Yeah, that's the hard part, yes. Everyone, I mean, I live my dream life, you know, racing, but at the same time, I left so many things, you know, back home in Brazil where I live, like my family, my dog, my friends, the food, everything is just, the culture is different also. And I've been living alone for 8 years now. So going through that period of time alone, you know, where I couldn't ride, I would cry alone, it was really miserable, to be honest. I don't, how do you say, I don't wish on my worst enemy, let's say, what I faced, because it was not good.
And you didn't have anyone from America show up and support you?
Well, I had the team and friends there, but it's not like that relationship where you're like, it's just a different type of relationship, you know, where you have with your like really, really close friends, you know?
Yeah. So much emotional baggage that you need to work through.
I mean, it is. I kind of tried to delete that off my mind because, like, now talking about it, if I think about it, it was just so hard to go through it, and people don't realize it because they think, oh, Enzo just had a procedure, they're gonna run, but like, basically, I was gonna have the year of my life, basically, you know, my career, you know, because I was riding so good on a really good team, and then to have that gone wrong, and then couldn't move my fingers, you know, like it was a lot to take in.
Yeah, especially when you achieve your dream of riding for the Premier 250 team, and now
Yes.
you're facing a new reality. How are you dealing with that?
It went from being like the dream, like, to a nightmare, like super quick. That's basically what it was.
What's life like for you now?
Well, now I'm grateful for Rick Ware Racing for giving me the opportunity to race again and for believing in me, and I feel like I'm gonna use this to win and to prove, not to people but to myself, that I can still do it, you know, and that I'm still good at it. And life right now is just, I did a race in Brazil like a few months ago, which was super nice, you know, and then doing Motocross of Nations now for Brazil, that's everyone's dream, you know, to represent their country, and then doing World Supercross, and yeah, that's life right now.
Yeah,
I'm in a super good position right now. I went through a lot of dark times, but now I'm happy. I'm just happy to be here, you know.
How did you pull yourself out of it?
To be honest, I don't even know, but there ain't no quit in me, I guess. I mean, like every other motocross and supercross guys, we never quit. And I went through that period of time, and I feel like the race I did back home in Brazil really helped me, you know, to see my fans, the love and support I got, and then, you know, getting the call from Dave, from Rick Ware, and from Rick, you know, for believing in me, you know, even after everything that I went through, you know, it's super cool, and to know that people still believe in you, and then you just gotta believe in yourself. So.
Well, we believe in you,
Yes.
and we're so excited that we're going to see you racing in World Supercross.
Yes, now my shoulders are fine, so no more shoulder popping out in practice.
Yeah, and exactly that, because not only at round one last year, you were riding with a separated shoulder that happened that afternoon, right? That
Yes.
morning?
Yes, correct. Yeah, first, it was crazy because it was like the second lap of free practice, and I just fell on the turn because it was wet, and all of a sudden my shoulder was out, and I'm like, what? And then I went back to the ambulance, and they put it back in, and it was kind of okay, better than I thought it would be, you know. And the only thing is, on the day it doesn't hurt, but the next day it was hurting like crazy. But on the day it's just hard because you feel like it's really unstable, you know. So for it to pop out again was super easy, so I was kind of skeptical. But then to pull out a podium, you know, and fight for the win in the last race, it was really cool.
Yeah, what a gritty ride.
Yes, and it was, yeah, big story, yes. A lot of things happening.
What are your expectations going into Vancouver?
To win, yeah. I race to win, so that's the expectation, and that's what the team expects from me also, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to win.
You have experience with World Supercross, and so you know it's 3 intense motos, and we're going to have the super finals.
I wasn't really aware of that, so you're telling me now, but yeah.
Okay,
I
so
kind of knew, but yes.
You kind of knew.
Kind of.
Well, according to finishing order, if you have a top finish, you will be competing in the super finals against the 450 riders. 4 points. What do you think you can do there?
We'll see. We'll see. I'd rather let my riding do the talking. We'll see. We'll see in Vancouver and in the other rounds, but should be good. It's good for the fans also, you know, to watch that kind of racing.
Tell me about the successful return to racing that you've envisioned for yourself in Vancouver.
Well, like I said, I'm here to win. I want to win, and I know deep inside of me I still have what it takes to win, you know, but it's one thing to, you know, to be talking to you and talking about winning than doing there. So we'll see, but I feel like with the team, with the bike, with myself, we have a good chance.
What are the emotions like thinking about your return to Supercross racing?
It's the best. It's the best because, I mean, I do love motocross, but I just feel like the way my career in Supercross has been. It's a really good emotion, some good sensations, you know, all around. It's a good mood.
Yeah. Are you nervous?
I feel like we all get nervous, but like right now I'm not nervous, but I know once I get there, of course you have, you know, you'll be nervous, but I feel like it's a good type of nervousness.
Yeah.
Is that how you say?
Nervousness?
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Yeah. During the race weekend, when do you think those nerves kind of start settling down for you?
I feel like for me, it's always like if I do well in practice, which I've been fortunate to do, you know, in practice I've always been good, even like in America. So if I know I have a good time and a good speed, you know, and I gel well with the bike and the setup, I feel like nerves calm down a little bit. But you know, once you're in the gate with the fans, that you know you always get nervous. There's no way not to, you know. And if you don't get nervous in that situation, then you shouldn't be racing, I guess, you know, because that's why we love what we do.
Okay, you ready for this? Enzo Lopes, world champion.
I mean, yeah, I'm so ready for it. Yes. Yeah, I still have in my room my trophy from England last year. It's super cool.
Have you allowed yourself to dream about becoming world champion?
Yes.
Not too distracting?
No. It's what I want. You got to envision to make it happen.
Is there anything else that you want to add?
Well, basically, like I said before, just grateful for Dave and Rick from Rick Ware Racing for giving me the opportunity and basically just believing in me, you know, because when you go through a situation like that, a lot of people just think you're basically done or you can't race, you know. So for them to believe that I still have what it takes is super nice. And also, like I said, the support I got from my fans, everyone in Brazil, it's crazy, it's massive. I love it, you know, all the comments on the pictures with the Brazilian flags. And just to be here today with you talking and having the opportunity, being here, you know, Motocross of Nations for Brazil, I'm such in a good headspace and mood right now, and I will hope to stay like this, you know, to the end of the championship.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It has been amazing getting to know you, and we look forward to big things for you for the 24 season.
Well, thank you.